and welcome back. Here we are for another week. Got a lot done in the last week. It's been extremely hot here the last 3 days. We hit 90 yesterday. I think we did the day before too. What is today? Today's Tuesday. So yeah, we are probably officially going to be in a heat wave. It's been very hot and humid. We're supposed to have storms later today, so hopefully Mother Nature will bring us some natural water, but we'll see. But as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff planted in pots. I counted last night. I now have 29 tomatoes in the garden, 10 of which are actually in the ground. I got my little trellis tied down. I just used zip ties on it. But that will be for these cucumbers to grow up. So it's a little makeshift thing, but it'll work, hopefully. So we'll head over here. Everything's doing really well. The tomatoes are really doing well. I know they like this hot and humid weather, so they're doing great. And these in these buckets are some summer squash and some winter squash. They were starting to flower, so I needed to get those into some bigger containers, so we'll see how that goes. The corn's looking really good. It's coming up day by day. So far so good. Everything is looking great. The greenhouse is slowly starting to dwindle, but I do have some things planted in there, so we will check that out shortly. So I got my new toy for the garden, my AquaJoe, what do they call it? Telescoping 360 degree water sprinkler. It's just under 4 feet tall. I used it for the first time last night and I love it. Maybe tonight or in the next day or so I can get some video of it in action, and I can tell you about it. But so far I love it. It's got an on-off switch. It's got all kinds of different settings that you can put it on. I had it on fan last night. There's one that's a spray. There's one that's a mist. They have all kinds of stuff. And this top piece adjusts so it can go high or low. You can put the stand down a little bit lower. And that's about it. It adjusts. Like I said, it has this little slider on it. You can go as wide as you want or as narrow as you want, or you can set it so it goes completely around. So that's what I got. So I will show you how that works later on. So the heat and humidity has passed. It's now towards the end of the week and it's actually kind of raw out today. I know they said we're supposed to have some rain overnight tonight, which would be greatly needed for the garden, but I've actually gotten a lot of things out of the greenhouse, into the garden, into buckets. I actually did start I have a little cart out by the road with plants on it, just not really for sale, but if people want to leave a donation or whatever. I have a lot of cucumbers out there, some basil plants. I have some squash. I think I have a couple cherry tomatoes. And like I said, not really anything for sale, just if people want to take them and leave something, I would greatly appreciate it. It would go towards obviously something in the garden because I still have lots to do. I do have some more pots that Shane picked up for me, so I'm going to transplant probably some tomatoes into those just to get them a little more space. I did transplant all of these this week, these tomatoes. Still have all these tomatoes in smaller pots, but it's slowly dwindling, so I'm getting down there. I have these flowers that are very close to be planted, my black-eyed Susans and my 2 types of daisies. So I got some sunflowers planted outside. We're hoping to get some sunflower seeds to harvest later on. But that's the update so far, and I will show you, if it doesn't rain tonight, I'll probably show you my new sprinkler and show you how that works. It's pretty cool. I like it. I haven't got it to go 360 degrees yet, but it has good coverage. So a new toy that I've got. So that's so far for this week, and like I said, if it doesn't rain tonight, I'll show you an update on that sprinkler so you can see how it works, and I'll let you know what I think of it. I have a little friend. He just snuck in while I opened the door in here. That's probably one of the biggest bumblebees I've ever seen. He's on my little flowers. So I thought I would come get some video of him to check him out. Pretty cool. Where are you going? I know it's nice in here. You must think it's very tropical. You can pollinate all these flowers if you like. I'm back in the greenhouse with my assistant, Maddie. Got a lot of stuff done today. I got a lot of my tomatoes repotted. So for smallish plants, this is all I have left really. I repotted and split up a couple of cherry tomatoes. 2 had sprouted, so I wanted to get those split. So there's 2 of them there, and I have actually 2 more in the garden. I got some of these replanted. I got a couple of peppers replanted. I planted some more sweet peas because it looks like the seeds, I only had a couple seeds in there. They didn't really take off very much, so I repotted, or excuse me, reseeded some of those to see if they'll come in. But I've got all these tomatoes into bigger pots for now, so they're slowly dwindling. I don't know if you can see it here. This is my spinach starting to sprout a little bit, so that's good. This is some black-seeded Simpson lettuce that I planted. I don't see any sprouts yet. The basil's doing awesome since I replanted it. Radishes, everybody's looking really good. I saw somewhere that I have a little onion coming in. So those are from seeds. But definitely doing a lot of consolidating, and I'll show you what I have out by the road, which is some of the stuff I have for sale. And I've made a little bit so far from the donation, so I appreciate that for all the people that stopped and donated. Just want stuff to go to good homes because I don't have space for it. So I will show you that shortly. So this is the little farm stand I set up to hopefully find these plants a new home. Like I said, I don't really have them for sale per se, but if people want to take them, have at it. If they want to leave a small donation, that's great. It goes towards stuff towards my greenhouse, whether it's more seeds or potting soil or anything like that. So just something I threw together this week. Like I said, I have an abundance of plants and they look pretty healthy, so I would love for them to go to someone else's garden. So that's what I set up earlier this week. And so far I've had a few nice donations, so I appreciate that. The last thing I have to show you is my garden sprinkler tonight. We got rain last night, so I didn't have to plant, but I will show you that later on. So tonight finally you get to see my sprinkler in action. I just turned on the hose, and you just turn on the switch. I have it set to fan, and it's got pretty good coverage. I'm very happy with it. It does have little stakes on the ground that you can kind of push into the ground so it's stable, and you can adjust the spray high or low as you need to. I'll put it down a little bit. But my 2 garden beds are 2 different sizes, and it seems like it does pretty good. I have it a little offset so it covers this bed a little bit better, because like I said, it is a little bit smaller. And then you can just adjust these little thingies to however you need. Like I said, it's got a couple different settings. I just leave it on the fan setting, and it looks like, yep, I got one little tomato over there. It looks like it's getting good coverage on that. And now, oh, maybe it's a little too far. No, okay. It looks like it's going back in the other direction. So I've had it for almost, well, no, not almost a week. I think I got it on Wednesday, and I've used it, I think, 3 times now. I didn't water last night. It was a little cool, so I didn't do that, but that's my new toy. So that's a wrap for this week. Thank you for watching as always. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.